From giving up a whopping portion of his Matrix payday to starting his own low-key charity foundation, here's why Keanu Reeves is one of the most charitable actors today. Keanu Reeves shot to stardom in the late 80s thanks to his breakout role in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. He very quickly went on to become one of the biggest action stars of the 90s after roles in Point Break, Speed, and one of the biggest movies of all time, The Matrix. The Matrix cemented Reeves as one of the biggest stars in the world, catapulting him to whole new realms of fame. And he didn't slow down there. Reeves has been a mainstay in Hollywood and has shown off his dramatic abilities in movies like Hardball, The Gift, and Sweet November. But his biggest break came in 2014. At 49 years of age, Reeves proved he had no plans on slowing down anytime soon and took on the biggest role of his career, John Wick. The titular role of a retired assassin avenging the death of his dog saw Reeves go through the biggest physical transformation of his career, training in many forms of martial arts and learning how to handle a multitude of firearms and weapons. The smash hit movie went on to spawn 3 sequels and made Reeves the biggest action star on the planet. Despite Reeves' titan level of fame, he is known for being one of the nicest guys in Hollywood and a truly generous and charitable man. Reeves has earned himself a reputation as the nicest guy in Hollywood for a multitude of different reasons, from giving up his seat on public transport to pay it forward, to donating millions of dollars to various charities. Keanu's generosity and acts of kindness have been widely celebrated by fans around the world. His down-to-earth attitude has also made him an internet sensation, with countless memes and tributes circulating online on a daily basis. He has been credited for his commitment to making a positive difference in the world, and his unwavering sense of humility continues to be an inspiration to us all. With such a pure heart, it's easy to see why Keanu Reeves is seen as one of the most genuine celebrities in Hollywood. But what exactly has he done to be crowned Hollywood's nicest man? Well, a lot. Keanu Reeves is well known for his kindness and generosity on set. He has a long-standing reputation of being one of the nicest people to work with in film, and he's earned that title by gifting the cast and crew of his movie productions with pretty much every movie he has made. Not only does he appreciate his own hard work and talent, but more importantly, that of everyone else around him. He has gone out of his way on multiple occasions to show his appreciation for the cast and crew he works with, providing them with gifts and special thank you notes. And more often than not, the gifts are pretty huge. One of the acts that made Keanu Reeves one of the nicest guys in Hollywood was his donation to the leukemia research charity. For his incredible role in the debut movie in the sci-fi franchise The Matrix, Keanu was reportedly paid an upfront figure of $10 million. And following the film's massive box office success, that payment later increased to $45 million. But that life-changing amount of cash didn't sit in his bank account for long, and instead of letting it change his own life, Reeves reportedly donated $31.5 million of it to a leukemia research charity. This charity had a special place in Reeves' heart, as his sister had been fighting blood cancer for 8 years by the time The Matrix hit movie theaters. While Reeves' sister was battling cancer, he sold his home to move closer to her and aid in her care. He also requested that the production of The Matrix sequels be postponed so he could fully take care of his sister. After paying $5 million to fund her treatment, The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions began filming, and Reeves' sister went on to make a full recovery in 2001. And his Matrix-based generosity didn't end there. After the success of the first movie, Reeves was now a massive star, making his payday for the Matrix sequels rather gargantuan. While he could have easily taken home millions and splashed out on himself, Reeves chose to take an unprecedented pay cut to make sure the people he was working with were happy and taken care of. This pay cut was mainly for the special effects team, as Reeves recognized they had worked tremendously hard to deliver some of the best special effects ever caught on film. With the huge success of the first film hanging over them, the team was under great pressure to one-up the previous film, and Reeves believed they deserved a bigger payday to do so. But he didn't want to leave anyone out. After production wrapped on the sequels, he then gifted a dozen stuntmen who worked on the movie with Harley-Davidson motorbikes. Wow! So, surely that's enough evidence that Keanu Reeves is the nicest guy in Hollywood? Yes. Yes, it is. But wait, there's more. Much more. John Wick Chapter 4 really kicked things up a notch and delivered some of the most dazzling action sequences in cinema history. It served as the longest-running entry into the franchise, therefore providing the most action. In order to make these crazy action scenes possible, it requires the work of many super talented and daring stuntmen. Stuntmen arguably don't get enough recognition in the film and TV industry, and actors like Scott Adkins have spoken out about this in recent years, stating that there should be an award at the Oscars for Best Stunt Work, but it's safe to say that won't be happening anytime soon. However, Reeves can award them in his own generous way. After John Wick Chapter 4 wrapped filming, Reeves took his stuntmen out to dinner and gifted them with Rolex Submariner watches, valued at nearly $10,000 each. The watches were personalized to each stuntman. Engraved on the back was the John Wick 5, followed by the stuntman's name and a thank you message underneath. The stuntmen took to their social media platforms to show off their new watches, with an adorable picture of all 5 men putting their hands together, sporting their shiny accessories. In his personal life, Reeves is an avid motorcycle collector. He sat down with GQ to showcase his amazing collection of bikes and delve deep into what each one is. But if fans missed that video, that's not to worry. If you see Reeves whizzing around on one of his bikes, he will more than happily answer any questions you have about them. A video by Hollywood Pipeline racked up over 8 million views in 2021, showing Reeves talking to a bunch of fans for 3 minutes straight as they quizzed him about his beautiful piece of machinery. The video served as true evidence that he is not only kind and considerate, but also extremely humble. Pictures have circulated the internet for years now of Reeves walking around New York, taking the subway home, and traveling coach on airplanes. In fact, when a flight he was on made an emergency landing in Bakersfield, instead of fleeing on a private jet, Reeves stuck around and helped out the other passengers with their travel arrangements, even organizing and sharing a road trip with the other stranded passengers. When asked about his kind ways in interviews, Reeves remains modest and harbors absolutely no ego. It's obvious he does everything he does because he simply wants to, and not because he's trying to boast or gain any acclaim. His charity work is a direct example of this. He is renowned for being far more low-key than his Hollywood peers. He subtly runs a foundation that continues to strive towards a better life for children with cancer all over the world. His foundation remained secret for years, and when word got out, Reeves sat down with Ladies' Home Journal to talk about it, and he was beyond humble. Reeves said, "It's been running for 5 or 6 years, and it helps aid a couple of children's hospitals in cancer research. I don't like to attach my name to it. I just let the foundation do what it does." So, it's safe to say that as long as this man is around, he will continue to spread good vibes and use his money and fame to make the world a better place. So, from giving up a whopping portion of his Matrix payday to starting his own low-key charity foundation, this was why Keanu Reeves is one of the most charitable actors today.